Imagine a hidden marketplace. Not some dusty antique bazaar, but a digital den nestled in the deepest, darkest corners of the internet, where anything and everything, from ordinary trinkets to the most illicit goods, can be bought and sold with complete anonymity. This was Silk Road, the brainchild of a man known only as Dread Pirate Roberts. A name whispered in hushed tones, a figure shrouded in mystery, the architect of a digital revolution that both terrified and captivated the world. But who was the man behind the mask? Was he a visionary libertarian, a champion of individual freedom, or a ruthless criminal mastermind? Join me as we peel back the layers of Ross Ulbricht's extraordinary life, tracing his journey from an idealistic dreamer to the kingpin of the web's darkest bazaar. In this video, we are going to discuss Ross Ulbricht, birth of Silk Road, a marketplace fueled by Bitcoin, and the promise of unfettered liberty. But before starting, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Chapter 1. Libertarian Idealist or Digital Kingpin. Who was Ross Ulbricht? Before the infamy, before the Dread Pirate Roberts mask, he was just a kid from Austin, Texas, with a head full of dreams and a passion for liberty. He was a libertarian, a believer in individual freedom and minimal government interference. He dreamed a world where individuals could thrive, unburdened by regulations and restrictions. This ideology would become the seed from which Silk Road, the web's darkest bazaar, would eventually blossom, or perhaps bloom into a noxious weed, depending on your perspective. But something darker lurked beneath the surface. This wasn't just about economic freedom. It was about pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo. And what better way to do that than by creating a shadow marketplace where anything and everything could be bought and sold, no matter how illegal or controversial. Enter Bitcoin, the nascent cryptocurrency that offered the perfect cloak of anonymity for Ulbricht's audacious vision. With lines blurring between idealism and recklessness, Silk Road was born. A digital Wild West, a libertarian utopia, or a haven for criminals. Whatever you call it, it was about to change the internet forever. Here's where things get murky. Was Ulbricht a naive idealist, blinded by his libertarian principles and the allure of technological innovation? Or was he a calculating kingpin, driven by a thirst for power and profit, willing to exploit human desires and skirt the law for personal gain? Chapter 2. Building an Empire in the Shadows. Silk Road wasn't just a website, it was a revolution in the making. Ulbricht, our digital Robin Hood, built a haven for dissidents, whistleblowers, and yes, even criminals. Drugs, weapons, stolen data, you name it. It was on Silk Road. Bitcoin became the currency, tore the encryption shield, and Ulbricht's code, the ironclad lock. But building an empire in the shadows is anything but a cakewalk. FBI agents lurked like digital specters, hackers probed the perimeter, and the pressure mounted with each passing day. Ulbricht, the enigmatic Dread Pirate Roberts, had to stay one step ahead of everyone, playing a delicate game of cat and mouse in the darkest corners of the web. He wasn't alone. A motley crew of programmers, moderators, and even freelance assassins formed his digital battalion. Some driven by ideals, others by profit, their loyalty danced on a knife's edge. All the while, Ulbricht meticulously cultivated his Dread Pirate Roberts persona, a Robin Hood in a hoodie, dispensing justice and pronouncements through cryptic forum posts. But shadows have a way of seeping in. Cracks started to appear in Silk Road's facade. Security breaches, disgruntled vendors, and a growing trail of digital breadcrumbs all whispered of an empire teetering on the brink. The question wasn't if it would fall, but when, and who would bring it crashing down. Chapter 3. The Fall of the Dread Pirate Roberts. The air crackled with anticipation. After years of operating in the shadows, Silk Road, the internet's dark bazaar, was finally cornered. Its enigmatic leader, the Dread Pirate Roberts, was no more. In his place stood Ross Ulbricht, a bespectacled man in handcuffs, facing the harsh reality of his digital empire's demise. But how did it all fall apart? The cracks had been there for a while, whispers of discontent growing louder, security vulnerabilities gnawing at the edges of Ulbricht's carefully constructed web. A series of missteps, a rogue agent, a single misplaced trust. Any one of these could have brought the house down. One fatal error became the catalyst. a misplaced confidence in an employee, a covert FBI sting operation, and suddenly, the dread pirate Roberts found himself exposed, his mask ripped away. The digital cat and mouse game culminated in a real-world capture, the hunter finally securing its prey. But the story doesn't end there. The fall of Silk Road sent shockwaves through the internet, sparking debates about freedom, technology, and the very nature of crime. Was Ulbricht a visionary entrepreneur or a ruthless kingpin? Did his creation empower individuals or endanger society? These questions, like shadows of the former marketplace, lingered long after the servers were shut down. The trial itself was a spectacle: media frenzy, legal battles, and a glimpse into the hidden world of the darknet. Ulbricht, once cloaked in anonymity, stood exposed, his life dissected for the public eye. The verdict, a life sentence, served as a stark reminder of the consequences that lurk in the shadows, even for those who claim to be champions of freedom. Chapter 4. Legacy and Lingering Questions. Today, Ross Ulbricht sits in prison, serving a life sentence. Silk Road is a distant memory, but its echoes still resonate. Did it change the internet forever? Did it spark a new era of decentralized marketplaces? And perhaps most importantly, what does it tell us about the line between freedom and chaos in the digital age? These are the questions we leave you with, Internet Explorers. Dig deep, do your research, and form your own opinions. But remember, the tale of Ross Ulbricht and the Silk Road is just one chapter in the ongoing story of the web. And the next chapter? Well, that's for you to write. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep exploring the hidden corners of the internet. You never know what you might find. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more interesting videos on finance. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.